First of all, there are a lot of misconceptions around what differentiation is or around what it has to be. There's a lot of mindset around, it's tailored, bespoke, individualized, very specific lesson plans. It means if I've got 25 kids in my classroom, all 25 need a different lesson. They need a different way to approach the material. And that means I've got to create all these different resources, and I've got to bring in all these different leveled reading passages. I've got to provide all these different activities for them. That is a huge myth. And I've been in professional workshops where this is like, you're told that this is what it is and how to do it. No, that's a myth. It does not need to be that way. It doesn't mean that everyone is getting something completely different. It doesn't mean that you as a teacher are scrambling for resources, trying to invent all these different ways to teach all these different things to your kids. Especially in light of having large classes where some are sitting in front of you, maybe some are at home on their computers, maybe, all the different situations. There are so many needs. There are too few resources. There's too little time, and then there's too much to document. So it does not need to be all those things. All those things that we think of when we hear differentiation, that's really not what it needs to be. The truth is that differentiation is really more about having the strategies in your back pocket to teach the material, the same material, but to maybe just teach it in different ways, or to provide students with different ways to access the material. So, strategies and tools are things you have in your brain as a teacher. They're things you have from your experiences. They're not things that require extra work or extra hours other than just learning these tools and strategies. And this is why differentiation, it's so important, because you're giving the same grade level material to your students, right? But we're providing different ways for them to access and interact with that material. That's what differentiation is. And once you can figure out how to let your kids access the same material, but let them access it in different ways, it relieves so much pressure, so much stress. It has nothing to do with you creating all these different things for your classroom. And really, there's so much talk in our society about equity in education. And differentiation doesn't mean that kids sitting in your classroom are all getting different materials. That's not fair. They need to have access to the same grade level standards. But what's different, where differentiation comes in, is it's just you providing ways for them to interact with it.